Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today, we're going to be having some fun. I remember seeing something from my man Swayze where he was playing with this card, this Archpriest of Shadows, and I wanted to see if I could do something with it in a 2-color deck, and I think today we might be onto something. Quick reminder, if you're going to be down in the Orlando area at the end of October, you should check out our friends over at Cool Stuff Inc. because they're going to be running another Command Fest. So you can get all the details on that over at commandfestorlando.com. Okay, let's run down this whole idea, because if you don't know what this card is, Archpriest of Shadows actually lets you just get creatures out of the graveyard into play, if you connect. However, it does have backup, which means we can actually put this ability on something else. So if we can sneak something through, awesome. Now, ways we're going to be able to get some things into the graveyard. We do have Deeproot Wayfinder, which if you connect, lets you put something into the yard via Scry, or you can just put lands into place. We can just cast our stuff a lot easier. We actually have Fauna Shaman. You can discard a creature to search up a creature. And since we have the Archpriest, we can discard something to go search that up, and then boom, there we go. Also, we have Liliana. While Liliana is generally known for making your opponent sacrifice a creature, the discard here actually could do us some good. And then we have other things that are just going to be quality holding down the fort. With Glissa, Sunslayer, awesome. Even better if we can put one of these backup triggers on it. We're obviously going to be playing Shieldred because, well, why not? Like, we're playing the colors, it makes sense. Doomscar Warrior also has a backup option and can put Trample on something, which is really good if you're just trying to hit the opponent, get your trigger on, do something cool. Then we're going to be playing some Gix's Command because it's just a good all-around card. Also can return something from our graveyard to our hand. We're going to play one copy of just Big Shieldred, but this isn't bad if we can get into the graveyard either, just to make your opponent discard, which is fine. And then we want some monsters we can get into play with Toxroll, the Corrosive, and Titan of Industry. We're going to supplement these with some removal, but otherwise, those are our key players in today's deck. As always, if you want the deck list, it will be at the end of the video, but if you want to download it, go to our description, look for the blue arrows. You'll see a link that takes you to our Moxfield page, where you can see today's deck and over 115 other decks we've played throughout this season. But yeah, let's lock and load, and let's hopefully cast a bunch of big things out of our graveyard. This feels like living dangerously, but let's keep it. Hopefully we draw something off the top, because this feels really, really tough. Alright, there's a chance Cut Down gets to do something. Alright, we're down to 18. I'm hoping we can find like a 2-mana thing next turn, force them to use some amount of removal, and then maybe play Liliana. But this does not look like it's going our way. Oh, you know what? This might be the Boros Bombardment deck. I have a version of that we haven't even gotten to play yet. Alright, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lands.
Something suspicious is going on.
Make us each discard. I'll get rid of a Titan. I mean, this is a little scary because if it is Bombardment, we are putting a bunch of stuff in their graveyard. Let's see. What you got, opponent? Real a possibility. I guess it could be. That doesn't say it's not that. Oh, so they're going to empty their hand here to try to kill that? Play a land, play a burn spell? I am not mad at it if that's what we end up doing. Oh, okay. Well, that's different. Not what I expected to see, but hey, you know.
It's no fun when they hit back.
Well, I guess it's the only thing we can do. I would have liked to have waited and Shieldred next turn, but we kill that, then whatever comes out here. Great. We'd love to make them sacrifice that. So they're just playing a burn deck, is all that is. Okay. Love to see it. Okay. We have a big 4/5 creature. And hopefully, we're about to have a Titan. Give the backup abilities to this. Attack. If it connects, we get a Titan. Alright. Boom. We'll get a 4/4 and put a shield on something. All right, that's how we hope it works. Okay, let's keep it. Let's just play this and save ourselves some damage. All right, easy enough. We'll go with this. And they're playing. Oh, we'll definitely try to kill those things. Definitely do not want to let those linger around too long. Let's go ahead and attack first. See how the opponent feels about all this. Didn't think they would block, but you know, got to give them the opportunity. Get to put that into play. We will play... actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and play this. So we can go ahead and kill that now. And then if they get squirrely, maybe try to play like a Calyx here or something. We can shoot it with its ability still on the stack. Or we could just try to kill that. That's all fine and good too. Oh, opponent was trying to go for all of it. Alright. Question is, can we get something good off the top? A Shieldred or something would be cool. Let's see what we got though. Maybe even a Doomscar guy. Okay, Shieldred works. Let's attack. Let's see what we find. Land would be awesome. Ooh. We're going to have to keep that Terrace under. We're just going to put nothing in the yard. And play this and play a land. I mean, if they exile like Shieldred or something, having a Terrace under just gets rid of an enchantment. Plus, we can just kill some big creature too. Like, they might even, I don't know, Hallowed Haunting or something here. Yep, you got it. We're going to continue to attack with the Deep-Root Wayfinder. We will put that in the yard. And so much value from that card this game. 2, 4, 6. This will be land number 7. If we want that next turn. I don't know if we need to even put it into play here, to be honest. So I'm just going to end the turn. And let's see what the opponent does. A Jukai Naturalist. Alright, I kind of wanted my Shieldred back, but... I think they just get, though... I think we still will just get Shieldred back. And then when we play the Titan, we'll just destroy the Naturalist. That's fine. I think that works out for us. I like where that's going. And then we just get an extra point of life here. Oh, that's really good too, though. That's actually super good. Nah, we're not going to, though. I thought about just getting rid of everything, putting counters there, but let's go for the bigger, more interesting play. Destroy and, I don't know, put a shield counter. It doesn't matter. Their stuff exiles anyway. Alright. My opponent's at 10. We'll keep that on top. That's perfect here. Opponent's at 8. Conceal from existence. You got it. I was like, still have a pile of damage. Though, you know, thinking about it in hindsight, the opponent was at, what, 10 and they had taken 2, so they were at 12 to start that last turn. Had we gotten rid of everything and turned the Deep-Root Wayfinder into a 4/4, would have attacked for 8, opponent would have went down to 4, and then Shieldred would have put them at 2. So that's probably safer, honestly, if we'd have done that with the Gix's command, because let's say for whatever reason they did have a land and played something like Sunfall, we still would have had plays, but it would have been a lot less exciting, and we've been in a worse spot. So it's probably still worth doing that last turn, but things worked out anyway. Okay, we get to go first. Let's keep this. You know what? We'll just go ahead and play this. We'll at least pretend we could have a cut down. Not likely that we do, but you never know. I'm going to play this with the assumption that They're not going to be... I mean, I don't know. I guess they could play a Valiant Veteran or something here. Copper Coat. That also counts. Yeah, we'll just take 3. It's not worth the fight, honestly. We will attack. Come on, land. That is definitely not a land, but we still want you in the yard anyway. In the turn. What do we got here? Out of line. I guess we got to kill this first. Still would like an untapped land. There we go. Then we go ahead and kill Adeline. Then we go ahead and attack, see if we can find a land. We do not... Oh, we'll definitely keep that, though. Alright. I mean, we kind of held things down a bit. Alright, Ossification, sure. Makes sense. 12. Alright, we are falling behind a little bit here. And sadly, we now have a different target for cut down. Just a matter of, do we do this now or not? Or do we need to get rid of Skrelv? This feels like it should be a more obvious decision. And it's not. I'm going to go with this, though. Let's get rid of Skrelv. Let's just play this straight up. In case we need to block. Alright, another recruitment officer. And... Uh-oh. Oh, Knight Errant. That makes sense. That's actually pretty tough for us. Yep. Alright, well, here we go. Just put a counter here, I suppose. And go with this. Can't really attack, so... Yeah. I think the opponent got this one. I think I misplayed a little bit. Yep, take your pick, opponent. Yeah, I'm not even sure what we're hoping for here, honestly. I mean, maybe one of the Lilianas or something? I don't know. Oh, really? Huh. Well, was not expecting this. So well, crap. Do we, opponents? Wow. Okay. We could take 4, 5. We could take 4, 5, 6 if we wanted to. And then be at 5, but then we could attack with the Doomscar Warrior, see if we find something, because they're not going to block with their Cathar. And then maybe still find some... Man, no, I don't think we can risk it. Alright, we're just going to take 4. I really thought about it, though. Oh, that's something. Okay, I guess we kind of got to do this, right? No attacks. Even though we know what the opponent has, I mean, we would like to get rid of that instead, but it's not any better if we let them keep the other creature. Ooh. Okay. This is tough because, you know, Glissa's just good enough on her own. We got to go for it. I was going to go try to get another creature, but... Okay. Tough, but not awful. I mean, Glissa being able to first strike Death Touch, still pretty big here. Ooh, needed anything but a land. Any card in the deck, but that's not true. Lands or Titans would have been bad. Now what do we do? If we attack, we draw, we go to 6, we're probably dead if we don't find a creature. But if we wait and they just remove Glissa, we're probably still dead. Alright. I'm gonna go for it, I guess. I mean, they could also just chump block with a recruitment officer here. Alright, well, we gotta take a card. Though, we could remove counters from the Intrepid Adversary. And that's not the worst thing either. Doesn't really keep us alive, though. Alright. See if we find it. Oh, it was another Glissa. Alright. I guess we just do this and go get Shieldred or some such. Trying to think if there's anything else I would rather have here. What was in our graveyard, actually? We had a Doomscar Warrior, that's about it. Okay. So if I get anything, it might need to just be this Shieldred, actually. And we might still be dead, but I think we gotta take it. Alright. I mean, it shrinks the opponent's board a little bit. Obviously, they're going to get rid of a recruitment officer. You don't get rid of anything else there. Their chance they attack here and we're still dead. Yeah. Alright, GG's. We're going to mulligan that. Keep it, and I'm going to take a little bit of a gamble here and get rid of the land. Mostly because I don't have any other removal. Terra Sunder could get rid of some of the enchantments people like to play right now. We only need one more land for a Shieldred, so we'll see. We'll see. Okay, well, we're playing against black. We get to see if this even does anything. Nope, there is definitely a cut down. Oh, there was not. Okay. We will try to attack. I assume you're just going to kill it, but... Nope. Any chance we can get a land? Ooh, we probably have to keep that, huh? Well, that's unfortunate. Alright. In the turn. Wow. Is this just Liliana time? If you're not going to kill our creature? Because otherwise, I don't know what's happening right now. I'm worried. The opponent didn't cast anything this whole time for 3 turns. What the hell is going on? Oh, because you had Hero's Downfalls. Alright, that's fair. Have another one? Probably so. Or they just have Liliana, and they're just willing to take 2 here. Which, totally fair. Oh. This is going a whole different direction. Okay. So that's what this is. Got it. Well, we can get rid of everything 2 or less. Return a creature. Probably the best thing we can do, sadly. Alright. Let's destroy everything. Let's go ahead and return a creature. I mean, we're making ourselves susceptible to Wandering Emperor, but hey, so be it. Alright, no Wandering Emperor yet. There are random things that destroy tap creatures, too, that you run into on the ladder, so who knows. We're just going to make a 2/2 to block? No, we're just going to put that back into play. Alright, alright. I'm going to go with this here. Go for some extra damage. Alright, opponent conceded. The reason I went with this too, by the way, is that I wanted to attack. If they block, we at least get to look at some cards off the top. Probably get a creature into our hand. So if they did have something like a Sunfall, we'd be able to just follow up with multiple bodies, hopefully. But this would at least got in for 3. They go to 8. They lose 2. They go to 6. And then we'd have some extra plays backed up. Whereas if I had just played like Deeproot Wayfinder and killed that, it's like I'm still only getting in 6 or 8 damage and really not necessarily being any better off after a sweeper. But yeah, not bad. All right, we'll keep this. You know, I also don't mind these being 2/3s, and I might have mentioned this in the opener, but like 2/3s against mono red is actually not bad because they do have a lot of stuff like that, actually. So you can put them in situations where they're incentivized to use removal on some things that aren't necessarily spectacular, but it makes them use like 3 mana removal on it, or you get to 2 for 1 them where they have to like play with fire your guy after you block. Stuff like that. They attack. We are still blocking. I'm into it. We're not going to live long enough that that's going to matter. So let's just save our damage here. Let's each discard. Let me get rid of Titan. But this is mostly just trying to limit the opponent's damage available here. Alright. Yeah, if they use 2 spells on Liliana here, like attacking into it and a spell, like, great. I am not upset at that at all. That is actually a pretty good overall situation for us. So then we play this so we can still block if need be. I'm going to leave this up. And we'll see if we draw a land for Archpriest. I'm going to not block here, actually. And just see what the opponent's up to. They might, who knows, maybe they're just holding a bunch of burn spells or something. And kill our creature anyway. Looks like they're thinking about it. Sure, that works. What else you got? They obviously have something else they can do. Phoenix Chick. Okay. Interesting Phoenix Chicks didn't come down before. Huh. Alright. That turn didn't go at all the way I expected, and the opponent played that very differently than I would have anticipated as well. Alright. Come on, untap land. That's all we're in the market for now. Just an untapped land would be great. We're going to just block this. Going to 10 is risky here, but this does a great job. This is what we were waiting on. Let's put that on you. Let's get an attack in, maybe even both them. All right. We get Titan. We're going to gain 5. We're going to destroy an artifact or an enchantment. We are just going to keep that. Oh, actually, I could have put that in the yard. Dang it. I had the other Archpriest already. Yeah, red's not coming back from this. Yep. Actually, the interesting thing is, leaving this on top actually ends up not being that bad of a play, because I can draw it, discard it to the Shaman. I can actually leave Shaman untapped, attack with all of this, see how the opponent blocks. Likely they block here, so we're not connecting, so then I can just cast it if I wanted to. But there's really nothing in the yard to get back other than a Deeproot Wayfinder. I probably would have done it anyway, though. Just put the counter on, like, the other Wayfinder or something, and just keep the train moving. Oh, no. This might be too many expensive cards with no extra lands in hand. I've had at least 3, and maybe one of these was different. I would consider it, but I think this is what we're going to have to go with. Get rid of a cut down? Alright. Well, I guess on the plus side, hopefully we'll have targets. If they play a 2/2 here and it gets a counter, that's going to suck. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Well, is what it is. I think we go ahead and go with this. obviously going to draw a burn spell. We're going to take probably 5 or 6 here. Maybe even 7. And the play with fire? No play with fire. Okay. That's not an overall terrible situation, actually. Let's block this. We'll take 5. Ended up being a little different looking than I thought it was going to be, but not terrible. Let's play this, because there's a chance we could block some things better. I don't know what type of removal or bonuses or whatever they got going on. A Brutal Cathar. This is always interesting because, well, we're going to have to get rid of the Cathar anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I was thinking I may want to try to get rid of the Initiate here, but nah. We don't really have much choice. Okay, we're going to take 5. Disappointing, but not a lot we can do. Black here. Maybe we can find a Go for the Throat. We did not. That was sad. Alright, pass the turn. Hopefully they don't have something great in hand, so we're not just dead. Thundering Raiju's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I think we die no matter how we do it here. Yep. Alright, they got us. Needed more removal there. Alrighty, we will keep it. Hopefully we can find some goodies along the way. But we at least have access to 4 lands already, so there's that. And I guess an emergency Terra Sunder if things don't go the way we want. Okay. Do we get to keep a Deeproot Wayfinder? That is question number 1. So far, the answer appears to be yes. Alright. We're going to attack. Because if they have a Brutal Cathar, we're not going to get to do too much against that here anyway. I'm assuming there's not a land on top since we drew so many. Not totally sure we want a Fauna Shaman either, though. Interestingly enough. No. Kind of know what we're looking at here already. Don't know if we're going to get to Toxroll at any point, but we'll see. Also, since we already have access to 5 lands, yeah, we knew there was a Brutal Cathar, so that's fine. Alright. This is always the tough part for me because I kind of want to gamble on letting the Brutal Cathar flip. I mean, they could have a protection spell or something, which would be tough, but, you know. Ooh, Shieldred. We are going to keep you. Alright. So here's the thing. If we let it go, we risk them having a protective spell, but then we get back a Glissa, but we take 3 in the process. So we'd be at 13 minus whatever's about to happen. I'm going to let it ride, though. I'm going to risk it. It's probably the bad play. I should probably just take the Glissa and be happy and force them to play like another Cathar or something. Alright, well, that kind of ruins our whole play. Gosh dang it. So now we just took damage unnecessarily here. That sucked. If it had been almost any other creature, but theirs, like, it doesn't do us any good because they would have just made sure we couldn't cast it and we'd have been wrecked. So, 'tis what it is sometimes. Attack with this duder. Alright, opponent's blocking. We'll go ahead and play this. Oh, Do I want to take a point here? Yeah, I think I do. We're just going to end up holding on to the Takenuma. We might play that next turn. We'll see. Or, I mean, use it instead of actually play it. And at the moment, we have 2 legends in play, so it only will cost us 2 mana to use it, which is nice. What is this about? I guess we take 6. Not going to put the Shieldred in way of the Iganjo. And then we'll go to 8. Yep. Alright. I'm pretty sure there was an Iganjo over there. That's what that felt like. We may just have to give Shieldred up next turn, though, unfortunately. Alright, I feel like we kind of got to use this. See what we can find. Well, there was a Titan. Question is Titan good enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, if we draw a land... I was really kind of hoping this would be the other guy that lets us look for things at the top of our library. But here's the other reality. If we take Fauna Shaman, which is what I'm going to do, we can get rid of this Toxtrol. And that's a real thing. We go to 7, then we'll go to 9 because of Shieldred. Alright, we'll draw. Oh, that's actually real nice. Okay. We might be working our way out of this. Okay, so 2 things are in play here. We can double block some things and see what the opponent wants to kill. We can let them use an Iganjo on a Shieldred. Okay, they're not going to do that, obviously. So that's no longer a concern. Now it's just how much damage do you think you're going to be able to get through? Alright. Alright. So. So many things happened all of a sudden. I think we attack with this Glissa just the same. Before we play the Shieldred. Opponent doesn't know what's up. You know, what we got going on yet. Oh, they're just going to let that die. Alright, wouldn't have called that. Alright, now they got to sacrifice something. I don't even know what the second one was set to. Oh, to Glissa, in case we got another one, I guess. Then we'll just play this tap, because now it unlocks everything we could have after this. So, in the turn, opponent goes to 7. Yep, go to 8. Cool, that works. Okay, yeah, let's keep it. We definitely need to draw some help. That is for sure. Alright, what else we got here? I guess nothing really. Alright, we can at least kill that dude. You know, I want to play Liliana and just discard here. We have plenty of lands. And on future turns, if it comes down to it, I could also discard Toxtrol and try to get it back. Ah, so the opponent does need a lot of mana. That was one of the reasons I did what I did, is like we can maybe cost them some resources on the way to trying to do something big. But alright, they spent their turn doing that. I guess I should have got my Toxtrol in the yard when I could have. Their hand's all removal at this point, right? Yeah, I was going to say, they haven't played anything else. So it kind of just is what it is. Well, at this rate, we would have been able to just cast Toxtrol. Jeez. I was going to say, you have Go for the Throat? No, they do not. All right, we're attacking. You kind of got to block or we get something back. Yeah, that's it. Okay, let's keep it. Oh no! Oh, that's so wrong. I needed to play the death cut. Oh, maybe we'll draw an untap land. Oh, I definitely would have rather played this first. Okay, I feel like we got a little lucky because the opponent didn't cast anything there. Alright, what are we up against? Is this some form of mono red burn, perhaps? Perhaps? Kind of curious what they're up to. I'm going to go with this, just to kind of sample what type of removal and things they got going on. Their hand's still fully loaded here. Alright, that's fine. Not too worried about that. Yeah, so they're just playing burn. Alright, cool. We can get rid of a dragon when the time comes, so we're not that worried about it. Gonna play land, but then what? Kind of want to hold on to my other removal, sadly, so I'm risking it getting rid of this land here. But there's a chance they're not even playing anything but burn and dragon here, realistically. But, yeah, we're going to take that chance.
We all have things we'd rather.
For all I know, they're about to play, like, Thundering Raiju and blow up our world here. Oh, Furnace Punisher. Alright, cool. You got it. So it is burn, just of a different variety. Wow. Okay. Sure.
You won't
I
be
feel
upset
like
with me.
I'm willing to get rid of Cut Down at this point. And save our 5th land in case we draw something that needs it. Because right now, if they get the dragon back, we're just going to kill the dragon with Liliana if we have to. But whatever. Sure. They'd have been better off getting their dragon here than trying to kill Liliana, but okay.
You chose the wrong day to cross me.
Oh. This is... Yeah. What do we do with this information? Well, crap. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're just going to play this. I'm not going to use the discard option. Get rid of... Keep this one. Get rid of the other one. Go ahead and minus this. I mean, we got to find a real threat at some point. I mean, we've only drawn one creature this whole time. Now, I'm hoping they'll try to activate their land here and either make a dragon or kill Liliana. Because we can kill their land with the Terra Sunder. Ah, that's tough. Alright. Wait. They targeted Liliana. Oh no, they're getting the dragon. Okay. Cool. Did they only have lands on top? Alright, you own a dragon. Come on, deck. Didn't quite do it for us. Didn't quite do it. Alright, let's get rid of that. And I think, sadly, we just have to let Liliana eat it here. Because there's no point getting rid of a creature. And if they spend their turn just to attack Liliana, then, like, so be it. That does eat up 3 of their mana, at least. Yep. As well you should. Go get her. Okay, we have so many things we could draw here. Come on, deck. You know what? That's as good as anything. Let's go. Though that being said, this is probably one of those decks that's going to top deck like a Brotherhood's End or something. Because they're not playing creature heavy, obviously. This is the only one really that's it's burn, and then they had the Phoenix Chick. All right, we get to start attacking. That's good. That's neat. I almost wish you would have been on top so we... Oh no, I clicked the wrong button. Oh, I misclicked. Oh, how terrible. I just missed out on damage and triggers. That sucks so much. I mean, I guess it's good we didn't put a Glissa in the yard, but we still missed out on the damage. Alright, we'll put the land in. Guess this. Just we have multicolor. Oh, excellent. Absolutely excellent. Man, a misclick worked out anyway, as it turns out. So, sure. Could have played Glissa there, but if they have a sweeper, it would have got rid of all of our things. So, I feel like I'm better off just waiting and playing Toxrill next turn. Because not just Brotherhood's in. There's a lot of them that also still play, like, Burn Down the House and stuff. And we weren't in really any real threatening position here. Alright. Triggers up. Sure, that can go in the yard. Why not? Since we're already holding the other Glissa. That can stay on top. Like, we can just gain enough life that it doesn't matter after this. Yeah, that's not even going to come close to getting us. Yeah, they don't even have anything great they can hit here. They do get to play 2 things, though, so you can get rid of Toxrill with that. So that's cool. Opponent. Wait. I was going to say, you're not going to just kill Toxrill? Why would you target anything else here? Did I miss that? Okay, I mean, I guess we're blocking. Yeah. I feel like I missed something, right? Did the opponent... They have 7, 8, 9. So you could have played 2, 3, 3, right? So that's 8, so that makes sense. What did we target? Lightning Strike? Did both of them target Nahiri's Warcrafting? I don't know. I'll see it in the edit, but that's just weird. Yeah, because at least there would have been a realistic understanding to try to just kill Toxrill and then stay back to block if you wanted to. But I mean, yeah, whatever. It worked out. We still won. I'm just like many times when you're playing live, some stuff doesn't look right. You go back and edit, I'll see it and be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But yeah, another good win against a different type of mono red, but mono red nonetheless. All right, so there's a couple of things here that I think need to be addressed with this particular build. And I think there's some space with Fauna Shamans that, while they were nice, they did help a couple of times to specifically get something in the graveyard and did what we wanted to. But I think we have Deeproot Wayfinder, we've got Fauna Shaman, we've got Liliana. These all put stuff into the graveyard for us, so I don't think we're really that hurt. And we only have a couple of big things we're trying to put in the graveyard anyway. I think we need one less Fauna Shaman, one more Archpriest, and then I think somewhere in here we need to also probably remove one Terra Sunder, one more Fauna Shaman, and just play 2 other actual creatures early. Because the problem was, I think there's spots where Fauna Shaman just doesn't do much late in the game, or just it's not the best thing to play on turn 2. The problem is, though, I kind of want something that has higher toughness. We could play like a 1/3 if we wanted to play the Loam Speaker that can make mana. That might be our only other option, which is kind of sad. Without that, I think the deck mostly just wants something else in the 2 slot, and I don't know what it is. I'm willing to say, you know, a couple of Evolve Sleepers. Could do a Yara's Oathsworn. I don't think this is terrible, to be honest, if we wanted something a little better, more aggressive. Don't know if it helps us out in any particular way. But, you know, there's other stuff that's just not great. So I wouldn't sweat it too much. But it is something to think about if you want to put something else in that spot. But we did reduce the number. I think maybe it's wrong. I think we just probably need 2 Terra Sunder and go to there. Still leaves us the removal of 3 Go for a Throat, 2 Cut Down, 3 Liliana, and then, you know, Gix's Command, Shieldred, whatever. So yeah, I don't hate this. And honestly, I think by playing the Fauna Shamans, we can still go get the Archpriest, which is the biggest deal. So maybe we can't really cut those. I want to, but maybe we can't. It's a tough spot. It's a tough spot. But I do like what Deeproot Wayfinder did for this list. A lot of times it was either just putting something in the yard we could get back or just ramping us up to the next big thing like we hoped. So that was great. But yeah, I'm still going to think about what it would be like cutting a Fauna Shaman. But this list here is 2 Cut Down, 3 Go for the Throat, 4 Deeproot Wayfinder, 4 Fauna Shaman, 2 Terra Sunder, 3 Liliana, 3 Glissa, 3 Shieldred, 3 Doomscar Warrior, 3 Archpriest of Shadows, 1 Gix Command, 1 Shieldred, 2 Toxtrol, 2 Titan of Industry, 7 Swamp, Atakanuma, Boseiju, 6 Forest, 4 Deathcap Glade, 4 Llanowar Wastes, and 2 Zeator's Proven Ground. So yeah, overall, I didn't really have too much of a problem with this one. It can get some weird draws because, you know, like anytime you're doing any type of reanimator thing, there are some really fun options that can just work against you when you draw too many early 5 mana plus things, and you have to kind of mulligan a little aggressively at times. But getting to play some underplayed cards like the Deeproot Wayfinder was really cool. Getting to play with the Archpriest of Shadows was very cool. So like lots of really neat cards here. So nothing really to gripe about overall, and it plays a bit different, but it did hold up against mono red, which was kind of nice. And we actually had some pretty fun games in there. And I think once you get to do the big thing once or twice, your opponents do concede quickly, so you don't end up playing games that are too long, which is also a nice little bonus. I would say if you're looking for cards to replace, consider what you want to have in those spots for the Fauna Shamans. I do like what they bring to the table, so I wouldn't cut them all. But if you do want to cut 1, maybe 2, that's probably a spot if you're light on some of the rares you need to build this deck. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Territorial Allosaur. This is a fun one because it's kind of like a budget dinosaur to add to your builds as we start talking about Ixalan at the end of this year. And I think that's going to be the case for a lot of people. And it might actually go up in value because you're going to have the focus be brought back to dinosaurs. And that can pick this thing up from being $1 to maybe as high as $5, but realistically in the $3 or $4 range. So if you want to get them cheap, now is probably the time. Even if you just want to pick one up and just tuck it away to have it for later. It's also not a bad removal card for a lot of things in Commander if you happen to draw it later in the game. And it's a sizable body for 4 mana. So not a bad all-around card. It's one that's kind of forgotten, but could still be a fun card to include in those dinosaur builds. And today's deck was a lot of fun, but if you are a fan of Golgari builds and you're looking for something else in green-black, I have a really fun Phyrexian build you might want to check out. So that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.